Hi everyone, I'm here at NAB with Casey, our CEO of Lingopal, and I have three questions for you. So starting with your view of the future, how is this AI translation world going and why?
To be honest, where I see it heading is more completely generative. If we're talking about dubbing, I think that it's going to go from, for dubbing right now, we have a commentator, like a human commentator speaking English.
Yeah.
And we're taking that and turning it into Spanish or French or German. The natural next step is to remove the person speaking English, right? Like you have Higgsfield AI, you have Opus Clip who just walked by. All these companies are doing completely generative work.
Yeah.
And they're growing revenue like crazy. Like Higgsfield went from 0 to 400 million in 6 months or something. So that's where I see it going.
So next question, tell me a moment where you realize that language is not a barrier anymore, and how do you feel about that?
I would say it's still a barrier. Like language is still a huge barrier. Reducing it, there's 8 billion people and they don't all use Lingopal yet. So it's definitely still a big barrier. I was in Japan, a little bit ago, and I was meeting with people who didn't speak English, and I didn't speak Japanese. And it was really hard.
Yeah.
They're super kind, super nice. I like just being the body language, like we were laughing and stuff, but it was really hard to communicate.
It's kind of sad, right? When you realize that you want to communicate with the other person, but the language is...
You want to connect with them. And
exactly, yeah.
And like you might start a thread, like they say something, you're like, oh, and then you're like,
and then stop.
I can't, yeah. Like I'm always really interested in different cultures. We have a lot of international people at our company, and I love learning about the different areas. Luckily, most of them speak English. I'm always asking. The world's a big place. There's like a lot that you just didn't even know existed. Like some of our Pakistani employees had a kite festival that was banned for like 20 years, and then they unbanned it. This was the first year it was back. It was so cool to learn about it. Probably most people in Pakistan couldn't have told me about it because I don't speak their language and they don't speak mine.
So next question, in a year from now, what do you think that will be outdated in terms of translation?
I think in terms of sports, media, and entertainment, is so much literal translation. A lot of people think they want a literal translation or they judge translation based on, the word-to-word accuracy. And what we find in practice is, when you're trying to entertain people, when you're like a sports company or media company, the most important thing is that your audience has a fun time, that they're engaged and they're enjoying themselves, or at least that they're watching.
Yeah.
Especially if they're watching a translated broadcast, they're not going to go back and say, hey, was it a perfect translation? So I think what will be outdated is the thought that it needs to be a perfect translation. And people will think more is, are we making a good representation of what it was? Or even, are we engaging our audience?
And one last question to finalize. What tools of Lingopal do you think are the best? For example, for me, I like that you keep the emotion. It's really important, especially like being from Brazil, watching a football, soccer. It's really nice that you keep the emotion and it's not like this translation so robotic. So what for you think is the best tool that we are providing?
So I would answer that in two parts. For me personally, and then for the world at large. For me personally, I'm in a lot of meetings, especially with international people. And so Lingopal has the ability to translate those meetings or anything you say. It's really cool.
Definitely.
You can do it with call centers, Google Meet, Zoom, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. It translates it in real time. It dubs it. And it's great because I can talk to anyone now. Like earlier I told the story about Pakistan and a kite festival. I could talk to anyone in Pakistan. They'd speak Urdu and I could ask them about their festival. I think it's really, really cool. So for me, I love that. But what we've been doing for a long time, real-time dubbing, is having a huge impact. The companies we work with, they see more fans, they see more people watching, and for the fans, they already had higher engagement. People stay, they want to watch more. So the numbers are definitely there. And
we're growing the audience basically for every company, right?
Growing their audience and keeping them more engaged.
Okay, cool. So thank you, Casey, for your time.
Thank you.
And we are here live at NAB. If you're around, just come by on West Hall. We're waiting for you. Bye.